and the wind whispered money. Jimmy's sister needs some more money, so we're gonna see what those grave robbers have cooked up for us this time, today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Today in the studio, courtesy of my friends and partners at Zounds.com, the Epiphone Jimi Hendrix Flying V, limited edition. Now what's the story of Jimi Hendrix and a Flying V? I'm going to tell you in just a second. But first, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This channel is a lot like sex with Mrs. GearGasms. I'm the only one enjoying it. Celebrate mediocrity. $14.99, that's $1,500. That is not a mediocre price for a made-in-China Epiphone. Now the story of this, Jimi Hendrix and this Flying V, we've seen pictures of him playing on stage. He got some hippie freak to hand paint it. Rumor has it he played in the studio between 67 and 69. Who knows? But that doesn't have to matter to us because we got our hands on it. And I'm gonna go over the specs while we ooh and ah over some glorious B-roll. This is officially known as Epiphone Jimi Hendrix Love Drops Flying V. The mahogany V-shaped body is adorned with a stunning replica of the original's hand-painted psychedelic artwork. Going up the face of that guitar, take a look at the Maestro short vibrola tremolo system. We've got lock-tone tunematic bridge, and I'm going to guess because they don't list that those are Graphtec saddles. 2 Gibson custom bucker humbuckers, Alnico 3 magnets in them bad boys. 2 volume, 1 tone, those are CTS potentiometers with Mallory caps, 3-way switch. The neck is made of mahogany, it's a rounded C shape, and of course it's a set neck with a 12-inch radius. The fingerboard material is Indian Laurel, 24.75 scale length, 1.692 inches at the nut width, and it's Graphtec of course on the nut material. Going up the back of the headstock, we can see that we've got Epiphone Deluxe tuners and Jimi Hendrix actual signature. He actually signed that from the grave. Now that we've heard about all the specs and what's under the hood of this bad boy, let's see how it sounds. Oh, does that sound like money to you? I wanted to give you this wingity wang bar, this Maestro tremolo in the opening segment, but I've already learned something. It will go out of tune. This here is the bridge pickup. You know, these PAF-inspired custom Burkers USA pickups. Marshall clean, 3-ma pedal board, microphone on the grill cloth there, Sennheiser E906. I know you care about it. We won't spend too much time here on the clean, I promise. Tuning problem already. So yeah, you can pull that bite back a little bit. Lovely, with a little bit of chorus. Neck back up. what you're saying. Alan, can't you please, won't you please hit that maestro for us? Now, remember how I said it would go out of tune? Let's find out. Let us find out. 3 of the strings went ooh, ooh. But that's all right. Who's gonna hit this anyway? I don't know. If you want to know how it feels, I've never touched one of these before. It feels Bigsby-esque. I never won a guitar with one on them, having touched it. Oh, and full disclosure, the last 2 strings, the nut's not quite cut right. It ain't quite cut right. This is a $1,500 guitar, guys. Come on now. I could give the F minor 7. That ain't great. It's easily fixed, but come on, guys. Having a case doesn't make up for that. Of course, they might think that, hey, Jimmy fans won't care if it stays in tune. Let's see what a tube screamer does to it. Oh. Oh. Is anybody getting a sense of deja vu here? Did y'all see my Dave Grohl video? Of course you didn't. It ate dick. Big bag of dicks. But yeah, this ain't great. I didn't even touch that wang-a-dingy.
That's what she said.
Each successive string is off in a different direction. Jesus Lord. All right, we're still in tune. Praise Jesus. You fucking whore. That was largely unsatisfying, but mainly because I just don't love clean tones and humbuckers. Let's move on to crunch. It's so weird standing up, I gotta admit. I sit down so much in my videos. I sit down to pee.
Busted.
Just because I'm scared of my wife. James Marshall Hendrix, into a Marshall with some crunch. Now, oh yeah, that's when you can hear them puffs, them paffs, them paffies. Gotta hear what that middle position sounds like. Just a little reverb from Ocean's 11. There we go again. Upper fret access, si senor. Oh, you want me to go up one more and bend it? I know you do. But what does it sound like if you punch it? Oh, friends, I'm here to tell you. All right, it'll V-bird. Without the screamer. Real quick, let's give it the King of Drive.
You suck.
Without it. Both sides of the King of Drive. Now, if there's not a classic PAF high gain riff, I don't know what it is. As you can see, we're on the high gain side of the Marshall. Gain's about halfway up. You don't want to get wild with this. And obviously that sounds kind of dooky. You want to play classic Hendrix riffs in high gain? Sound kind of anemic. Tube screamer trick. With the neck, that might not be bad. Yeah, that sings. Oh, that sings nice. Nice. You knew it would break down at some point. Excuse me, why my sister gets paid? That actually sounded pretty bitchin'. That's what they said a lot back in the 60s. That was one of the hippies' favorite words. It says bitchin', bro. Well, they pinch harmonic without the tube screamer. Oh, that helps. You knew it would break down at some point. You can go full metal EVH on this. Oh, I feel like I should have hooked up my What About a Crybaby for this. I should have. King of Drive. With it off. Notice how it doesn't impose, obviously, the tube screamer on it. I love the transparency of that. How far can we push these PAF unpotted? Unpotted. That's why I had to use a noise suppressor. Let's take the gain all the way to 2 o'clock. Turn the screamer off, baby. Oh yeah, that's got some punch. Oh, that holds up well to the higher gain. Oh, that chewy middle position tone. Yeah, just other than a little bit of reverb, it's naked. That's naked. That's nice. This is with a tube screamer on. You wanted me to go for that maestro, didn't you? Nope. Maybe at the very end of the video. Well, since I said end of the video, we'll wrap it up with that, and I'll do the maestro. We'll see where we land in tune. Oh, it made a liar out of me and it stayed in tune. What did we learn today? What I learned, and I'm going to share with you, is as far as the feel of it, the playability of it was fine. The feel of it, I'm just not sure about. I didn't love it. I had a 90s Epiphone Flying V, and it kind of felt the same-ish to me as far as feel goes. We also learned that as far as sound goes, oh my goodness, those Gibson custom buckers, unpotted as they may be, those things scream in a wide variety of settings. And finally, we learned, kind of like the Dave Grohl Epiphone that we did, and finally we learned, kind of like the Dave Grohl Epiphone signature model that we did, just not quite right, not cut quite correctly, and again, along with that, I think some intonation problems and certainly tuning problems. Once again, thanking my friends and partners at Zounds. There will be a link in the description to this lovely, lovely guitar, and it's in stock now. As always, I thank you for the time that you spend with the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. You got some ratty ass, embarrassing, moochy, always late on their rent friends, send them to GearGasms. GearGasms is free. And I tell you what's not free, this merch. It sure as hell ain't free, but it's not that expensive. Link's in the description. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Liam Gallagher about it, because that man takes a piss the same way he stands on stage and sings. He doesn't get invited back to parties a lot.
Trying to come to a club where people wee on each
Play
other.
more guitar. Watch less of this. Keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.